Okay, not sure what happened there. I lost you all. Everything went dead.
It was you. Your
It was
camera's
me.
very jittery, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my internet tonight. Sorry. So, yeah, we had 2 failed saves, and then one success. Sticks, you're up.
Damn, Nick! Damn you thing! And he will run up here, next to the hand, high five it, and
As you do.
As you do. And then he will throw an alchemist fire.
Ball bearings onto Nick.
Yes.
That will
be this. On this guy. So basically, the whole thing is now on fire. So hopefully, Inferno approves.
Okay.
And then he just jumping jacks like, "Hey, you, fuck you."
1 fire damage. And you watch as the flames hit it and just kind of sputter and go out.
Oh, so it doesn't linger?
No.
That was my 1 alchemist fire. Damn it. Shit!
So wait. The Izzet brought a bunch of ball bearings, calc shops, but only brought 1 of the experimental chemical that can set things ablaze.
Hey, I didn't have that much money. I couldn't buy more.
Spent it all on ball bearings.
Money well
What
spent.
is your class? What is your class?
Artificial.
What is? Can't you just create things?
I'm level 1, dude. I can do it.
He doesn't
in
have
downtime.
access to the archetypes.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't do shit yet. I can make
Gotcha.
things glow. I can make a ball bearing glow. That's about it.
That's right. The new artificer has the archetypes at a higher level now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like most classes, you don't pick it until...
Third level.
Yeah.
So it's Inferno's turn, I guess.
It's Inferno's turn, yes.
All right.
Does nobody have magic missile?
Nope.
I love that we have the group of everyone has fire shit against the creature of fire resistance.
I'm literally sitting here. I'm like, okay, what are the wizard staples? What are the mage staples? Mage armor, no one has it. Shield, no one has it. Sleep, no one has it. Magic
Warlock,
missile,
dog.
no one has it.
Nope.
Create
We've already
bonfire.
been in combat once, so I use
Create
my
bonfire.
level 1 spells then.
Break out the fire tokens again.
Mike's muted, madman.
Shit, I was there. Actually muted there for real that time.
Yeah, you were last time as well.
Sorry, we can't hear you, madman.
Shit. I said, don't worry, Nick. I will save you. With my mage hand, I'm not going close to that thing. You weigh less than 10 pounds, right?
I'm gonna die.
Yep.
Looks like it.
I'm so glad you realized this.
I accept this fact.
It makes
fuck
dex
you.
save. The thing with a -2 to dex makes it dex
shit.
It's gonna end its turn there, so it's fine.
So, is it half damage or is it no damage?
It's no damage because it's a cantrip.
No damage. That's right, yeah. Okay,
Cantrip.
your guys up.
Saber, nope. Does he even have any spells slots left? Or spells?
He has 1 spell.
One
He has
spell.
1 cure wounds left. So that's a touch spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
He can get there with his movement if he drops Krenko.
Yeah, he's gonna drop Krenko. And well, hold on, let me reopen that sheet because the game's being stupid.
Hey!
You're at half HP.
That's fine. Give me a second, though. I gotta fix something.
And then Saracena is up.
Yep. Well, so far it doesn't look like the fire attacks have done any damage to it, or
It's
a
not as
little bit.
effective.
It's not as effective, yeah.
yeah, I'll just pull out
You can
my
see that the fire is trying to burn, but it's kind of like spitting and sputtering.
yeah.
You're trying to burn something that's wet.
Yeah.
It's not going to catch well.
I'll
It's
just
also,
pull.
standing in disgusting water.
Yeah, I'll just pull out my crossbow and try to fire that instead.
And that kills it.
Hey!
Hey! These mundane weapons. Like Obi-Wan. And I'll move over to Krenko and just watch that he isn't pulled into the water by some disgusting
Accidentally
tentacle.
kick him into the... Oops.
I'm gonna use my second wind just to be safe. I don't like
Okay.
being this low and have something like walk up on me.
The mage hand will pat you on the shoulder like, see, we got you. And
There we go.
one
Back to backs.
One ball bearing at you,
Jesus.
like just one, like,
Tink.
and just sticks runs back. What's me? What's the hand? Give it a high five.
And you continue on through the sewers.
Before we continue, just Inferno also casts Mage Hand and also gives him a pat on the back. So you have two hands, two spectral hands patting you on your back.
Two
Not the
ghosty
weirdest thing
hands.
that's happened to him.
And then it tickles your chin.
I should tell you how Nikolai met Dovin.
It's Gucci.
All right, let's go to the
You got-
granary.
Yeah.
Were you guys lovers?
No, a couple of dredges like pulled Nikolai out of the gutter to Dovin. They thought he was dead. They were going to use him as fertilizer. Dovin's like, this one's not dead, guys.
I'm not dead yet.
I feel
Yes, you
fine.
are.
Yeah, cunts.
It's so rare that I get to make that reference in a D&D game.
Are you taking the piss?
All right, to the granary.
To the granary.
To the whorehouse, because we have money.
You make your way through the sewers up into the outer edges of Precinct 3. Oh, I put you back on the main map? Yes, I have, yeah. So you're up in this part of town.
Mm-hmm. Just before we actually enter the warehouse, do we have time for a short rest? Or have they changed that from 10 minutes to 1 hour?
It's 30 minutes to 1 hour.
30 minutes to an hour.
It depends on like what you're doing during that short rest.
But to be fair, we're at the granary, so we're pretty much at the end of the module anyway.
I mean, okay, I didn't know. I
Well,
thought
so
it
you
might.
think.
I thought there might have been a boss or something.
Now,
on the
I
other
will
side.
say that Inferno would also like a short rest to regain that spell slot.
Yeah, I'd like a rest as well. I'm still at 3 hit
To
points.
be fair, we haven't sent anything to them that weren't heading here anyway, so.
No.
Yeah, the only thing that I will say, as far as an in-character thing that you would be aware of, is that the longer you take to get there, the more chance that Krenko wakes up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, like when we get there, short rest.
I like the idea of us basically just taking turns, hitting him over the head as he wakes up, and then one of us accidentally smashing his head in.
Nikolai's just standing there holding his morning star backwards. Go ahead. I can do this all day.
Shit, it doesn't
You-
even help me though, because
You do reach the granary a couple hours later. You've actually been quite quick at this. Mainly because you took the quickest route to the warehouse.
burned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we see a plume of smoke from the area that we came from? Can we see it?
Um, it's hard to tell
Because we
because-
traveled for so long.
well, the smelting district is kind of between where you-
So
where
we
you
can't
were.
tell the. Gotcha.
So there are lots of plumes of smoke. It's hard to tell which one is your plume of smoke.
Okay.
Nikolai goes, mental note. Have judges sent there to get the bodies. Anyway,
The
what's
ashes.
left of...
Yeah.
Hey,
what's left
ashes make great fertilizer.
It's true.
There are
And
some
they're used
species
quite
of tree
often
that
in
can...
this city.
There's some species of tree that can't even grow without being in volcanic ash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's there's quite a lot of that used in this city. Especially with the Izzet around.
Mhm. Hey, it's
Well,
our
they're
job,
like-
and sometimes you gotta create your own workload.
Your job is supposed to be to fix things.
Hey, if nothing is broken, there's nothing to fix.
So they just make sure they have regular employment.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
create their own job
Yeah,
security.
exactly.
And job security, you gotta have it.
Yeah, it's like working IT. Like if you fix all the problems, you're out of out of work.
It's true. But
See,
sometimes you
Bulgar-
actually do need to fix some of the problems.
See, the
Yeah,
Golgari have... People are always going to be hungry.
People
And
are
people
always
are
going
always
to die.
going to die.
Yes. I mean, unless you're part of that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, those.
No, I've just glanced down at my phone, and I don't know if any of you play Ingress.
No.
I do
No
not.
idea what that is.
It's the
It's
same
the game.
people-
It's the location game that came before Pokemon Go.
Oh
same
yeah,
frame.
okay. I saw it, but I never played it.
Yeah, they use the same framework, so a lot of times you'll have a lot of the points on Pokemon Go will match up with Ingress.
Well, they actually, when they started Pokemon Go, they pulled the map from Ingress and turned it into locations for Go.
Mm-hmm.
But Ingress is all about controlling portals and creating zones of control. And I've just looked down, and 35 of my portals have been attacked since 5:30 when I left work. So I'll have work to rebuild everything tomorrow. But anyway, you reach the granary, and you kind of settle in for a bit. You are basically sitting in the rain at this point. There's not that many places around here to get undercover.
Doesn't bother Nikolai at all.
No. It
This
might
is
bother
prob-
people that like to start fires because it's harder when you're soaking
Like
wet.
most of the party.
This might be the cleanest water that Nikolai has had on him in a very long time.
It's true.
Well,
As you approach, you do see standing under one of very few pieces of cover, what looks like a soldier of some kind, not wearing any obvious guild insignias. And as you approach, you actually see him lean back into the shadows, and it looks like he says something to someone. And then he steps out towards you. And he kind of looks over and sees Krenko. And he says, That was quick.
Yes.
Efficient.
Yeah, it's amazing when someone tries to run and you just crack them over the head and they don't do anything on the whole way here. It's very, very quick to get around.
Yeah. And
Just
definitely no problems at all.
No. I mean, gotta be honest, kind of blew up a thing, but besides that, fine.
Yes. Not a single
You
problem.
blew up something.
Like a city block. It's fine.
He's
That's
over
an exaggeration.
quite a big one. The warehouse he was holding up had a loading mech inside of it and it exploded.
Narcissus won't be very happy to hear that.
I mean, to be fair, the warehouse had already been on fire once before.
Totally not our fault.
So
No.
whatever you guys do to try and conceal this, just, blame drywood burning.
Anyway, what's important is that we've captured this Krenko, and here we are.
Yes, I've just sent someone for Narcissus. He will be here momentarily with your payment.
That's
And
Great.
as he says that, he kind of waves someone off in the distance that you don't see, and you see 4 more guards approaching. And only a few moments pass before Narcissus, there's no R, Narcissus, steps out
I mean,
from
he's
a
of
nearby
Vidalkin.
building.
He's of Vidalkin.
Yeah.
Narcissus is pretty accurate.
Well, yeah, but his name doesn't have an R in it, so Narcissus. Yeah.
And
How is
Cerasius
that-
doesn't have an N, so
How is that easier to pronounce than Ceresia?
Because male names are more important.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah.
Like, if what was it? 25% more important. 15%. Never mind.
At least 45.
Okay.
I mean, the chain of things kind of goes like men, women, dogs, gingers.
Yeah. That's-
sounds about okay.
So Narcissus steps out of a nearby kind of building and looks at you and smiles, and he kind of waves the guards over to collect Krenko, and he says, yes, very well, good work, all of you. I trust that he was no trouble to apprehend.
No, not at all.
And no trouble with the other gang, the Shadow Gang brothers. I hear they've been making a bit of a commotion trying to find him.
We didn't. They thought we were part of the Shatter Gang when we found him. So whatever.
I see.
We tried to bluff them.
Good.
Yep.
Yes, very well then. Your payment. And one of the guards does come over with basically a chest, a small chest with, and he opens it up, and you can see, these would actually be Boros stamped 10 gold coins in the box. Basically, it's 10 gold pieces rather than
It's a
gold
platinum
pieces.
piece.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Man, each.
But
then.
they use a banked
Yeah.
coin that is worth 10 gold, but it's not actually a platinum.
Okay.
Do we have to keep track of the separate types of money?
Yeah.
No. You can mark it down as 100 gold if you want.
You mean
Alright,
10?
so we each get
No.
10 platinum?
You each get 100 gold. Yeah, or
So
10 platinum. Yes.
So we each
Okay.
get 10 platinum.
Whoa, I'll get so much dynamite. I mean, repairing for walls and stuff. Like,
It's mainly just the fact of that the box is a lot smaller than it would have to be if it was individual coins.
Mm-hmm. Um,
We
and
get
after he
100
takes
each.
his, we each get either 100 gold or 10 platinum, whichever one you would
Yep.
prefer to write down.
Correct. Yeah. Your
Um,
payment is 100 gold each. So however you want to document that, that's fine.
After he gets his money, he pulls out a small bottle, takes a big old swig, pulls out this long piece of paper with something inside, and like snaps his fingers, and his thumb starts on fire.
As the guards are kind of taking Krenko into custody, he does finally actually stir awake. And as soon as he sees Narcissus, he kind of snarls. And he says, "You! I should have known it was you. Corrupt, liar." And he turns to the nearest member of the group, and he just spits at you and he says, "You don't even know who you're working for."
Inferno will walk over, kind of like caress his cheek. And no, he just woke up from being unconscious for so long.
Yes. Yeah.
Inferno will take a big long drag of a cigarette, blow it in his face, and go, "Say that. Oh no, spit at me one more time, and you will join me for a Rakdos party."
Do they write good
At which point he
parties?
spits on your forehead.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Nikolai looks at Narcissus and
My
goes, "Well,
brother will have so much fun with you.
And
Nikolai looks
then
at
he'll-
Narcissus and goes,
Narcissus
well,
kind of
some-
looks a bit nervous and says, guards, please take
And
take him away."
he pulls out I don't know how this would go down per se. DM, I'm gonna ask you something. Would it be possible for me and my brother Jury to have sending stones? That'd be a plausible or something equivalent.
I'd say you might have access. I mean, in this city, you probably would have access to use them in some location, but it would more be along the lines of there are probably call boxes throughout the city set up. You might not necessarily own your own pair.
Okay. So I'll just kind of pull out a book. I'll tear out a small page, write down essentially his his name, description, and I'll ask one of the guards, where is he being taken?
The guard kind of looks a bit nervous, but then looks over at Narcissus, who kind of nods, and Narcissus says, "He will be taken to his rightful place in Uzdek."
Uzdek? Mm-hmm.
Udzek. Sorry, Udzek.
Uzdek. Mm.
Which you do know is the maximum security prison here in the city.
And he's
Nikolai,
"Thank you."
Nikolai looks at Narcissus, looks at Krenko, looks at the guards, looks at Inferno, looks back at Narcissus and goes, "I really hope you didn't need him alive for long, because..."
And I fold the piece of paper up, I put it in my pocket, and I just pat Grisco on the head.
Krenko.
Krenko, yeah. I just give him a pat on the head. And as I pat him on the head, his spit on my forehead starts to sizzle off.
Oh, you disappeared there for the last part, man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your mic cut out.
Hello?
Like,
Hello?
there you go.
Yeah. Just the
You might
last
cut out
part
as you said
disappeared.
it sizzles off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spit on my forehead sizzles off, and I just give him a big old smile. It's like, I wonder what my brother will do for you. Hmm.
And
All the
Krenko
ideas.
kind of glares at you and he says, "You know full well that this charlatan won't be taking me there. I'll be unlikely to survive this night. So your brother is the least of my concerns."
Nikolai just kind of looks at Krika and goes, "Yeah, but you see, we were paid, and I don't care."
Yeah,
One
and I
coin,
kind
two
of
coin, 3
I look at like a ring I have, and it's the
Mm-hmm.
Rakdos signet, and I just go, "Hmm, I wonder who they will send to grab you." Hmm.
Excuse me, guys, but why do you care so much about this random goblin? We've been paid for whatever for
I
apprehending.
don't.
Furna walks
I'm,
away.
Why don't we just?
Yeah, right. We should go celebrate.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
let's have a drink somewhere and just sit
I-
down.
as I look at my ring, I will produce flame and heat up the ring, and then quickly grab
Krenko.
Krenko's
By this
head.
point, the guards are actually trying to physically pull him away.
Yeah, I'll just try to quickly,
Inferno.
essentially stamp his forehead with the Rakdos signet to brand him, and then walk away.
Anyway, like as you're doing that, Nikolai turns to an assistant and goes, "Anyway," and hands over all of Krenko's gear but the letter.
And here's in the background.
Yeah, Krenko's screaming as he's.
Narcissus
getting-
kind of looks at the blade and the bow, and he kind of shrugs and says, "We have no need of these things. You can dispose of them or keep them at your
take it.
leisure."
Hi, Krenko. Say hi to cousin.
Traitor goblin! You should be helping us, not working with these humans and other things.
Sticks can't
He-
hear you. He has balls in ears.
You have balls for ears, you stupid short.
Oh, that was a
pointed
call from.
goblin.
Ow, ow,
Anyway,
that was a call to
anyway, Nikolai starts. Okay, fine. Sticks. Here's a shirt.
ow. I will treasure this shirt.
This thing is too rusted to be used by anybody.
Yeah, it's in nasty shape.
Throws the scimitar over. Looks at the crossbow.
It's a serviceable light crossbow.
He's gonna hang on to that, so he's got a better ranged weapon than his hand axe.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Sticks is like, he has like, he's gonna start putting it on.
What else did he have on him?
The money, that was it.
How much was the money?
I think Madman actually posted how much when he divided it up.
Oh yeah, he did.
I didn't.
No.
Someone. Someone did.
Yes, someone did. Zeke did.
Zeke did.
Did what?
You
When you
did
post
good.
the
Posted the money when it was divided up.
Oh yeah, 5 silver, 4 copper, I believe.
Yeah.
Per person.
Nikolai's gonna take his sum and split it up amongst Zeke and Ceresia from it. This way they don't get.
We do have 5 people, right? Per 5 people in our party.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Because Kim's not here. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 5. So yeah, that split is proper.
Well, he's gonna take his portion and split it 3 more ways amongst them. So from that 5 and 4. This way nobody gets gypped.
Right.
Okay. And as Krenko is being dragged off, you do hear him shouting back towards kind of all of you. Narcissus, the rest of you, Mr. Taz is not going to be happy with you.
Wait, what?
He'll eat your souls one day.
No, I didn't hear. I have ball bearing in here.
Nikolai yells over to him, "I have to have one first."
At about that
Rakdos
point,
already
the
has
guards actually
mine.
managed to get him gagged, so
All right.
and they drag him off.
Well,
And as they do, Narcissus kind of looks around at you and he kind of half bows and he says, "I thank all of you and will recommend each of you to your prospective guild patrons. And I do thank you for your service."
Thanks. What's your?
Thank you.
Thank you. What? You want a ball bearing?
No.
I'm sure you can use your newfound wealth to improve upon your ball bearings. Sticks.
More ball bearings.
Nikolai just walks off.
Better
He's got
ball
a
bearings.
He's got a note to
What?
decipher.
Why is it that I imagine a ball bearing launcher in the future?
You know
Those
exactly what I
exist.
was
They're
thinking.
called
Slingshot?
slings.
You
No,
mean
no,
a
no.
slingshot?
I'm thinking like a tube that just sprays it like a water hose, but ball bearings.
A ball bearing Gatling gun.
Yes.
I believe that's called a
I was
shotgun.
thinking, I was thinking just like a giant, like shot, like a hand cannon. that
It's just a
fires off.
blunderbuss full of ball bearings.
Yeah.
Or if you have a stick of dynamite and you attach ball bearings on the outside, now you have a fragmentation grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? There's no
Don't
end
give the
to the
goblin
utility.
ideas. Anyway,
So-
Do I know of a good bar in the neighborhood?
In the Selesnya part of town?
I mean, close by at least.
I mean, yeah, you're not far off the Transguild Promenade, and there are some good bars there.
Guys, I could we go to insert name? But I need to. I need to go buy some stuff first. Things go boom, and things go like small booms.
Nikolai is heading back to Deadbridge Chasm.
Yeah, I'd like to
I'm-
go somewhere
I'm
and
heading
just
back to
rest
the
for a
guild.
little while.
It's like, sorry, Sticks. As I like pull out the piece of paper, I have a message to deliver, and I just kind of quickly find the nearest route to, essentially a call box to call my brother
Yeah.
and call Rakdos. So like,
That would also
Hey.
probably be along the Transguild Promenade.
so I just go quick as I can to there, essentially calling the hit order, and I put down like 2 platinum to capture Krenko alive from so and so. I give all the details I need to bring
Okay.
him back to my brother, who will then put on a show with Krenko as the star.
Okay.
Which means now in
I-
this timeline, Krenko does not become the leader of Tin Street. That new Krenko card is Krenko, boss of Tin Street.
I know it is, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Not anymore. It's not.
it's either boss of Tin Street
That's
or
right,
Tin
you-
Street boss.
Tin Street boss.
Mm-hmm.
The
Whenever
one where it's
Krenko
like, you know,
Tin Street boss attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create X+1. I mean X1/1 red goblin creature tokens, where X is its power.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
because you know that's what Krenko needs: more goblins.
Of
That-
course.
that
mean,
would
now
be
it-
actually a
now it's-
fun
So-
goblin tribal
What-
deck for Commander.
So, about that note,
tribal goblins is going to be fun in the next set. I'll tell you that now.
oh,
Mhm.
jeez. So about that note,
Unless you're playing against blue, which is just going to be counter, return to hand,
Dude,
counter.
that new
they play
Ashiok.
Ashiok.
Yeah, in Ashiok mill deck. Yeah, I mill you for 20 cards. Oh, by the way, you have to then exile your entire graveyard.
Yeah, I know it's going to be great.
Super Friends just got a boost out the ass. So about that note,
And yeah, the note.
And then I cast Immortal Sun. Can't activate any Planeswalker abilities.
Yeah. But that's if blue doesn't bounce it back to your hand and then
or
make
counter it
start.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
Immortal
I'll
Sun
be
counter.
right back into
Oh,
All right. So a couple things then, because from here we are going to finish a little bit early tonight, but before we do, I'm going to wrap up a few items. So the note, although I do not have the text of it prepared now, I will get you the text of that note to pass over to your main before next week's session. There'll also be some information for Jury. When I'll wait till he's got his headset back on. So, in regards to the hit order, I saw.
Yes.
In regards to the hit order, Jury at the start of the next session will have received that, so you can make a note of that however you would like to. And I will also say that jury, by the time we pick up the next session, will have had time to find out that Krenko has not arrived at Udzek prison.
Got away again.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so I'll get the text of that note. Now then, what I would like to do is just give everybody a little bit of time. I will say that the guys that you've just finished playing here, now that we have completed this kind of beginner module, you can go ahead and level those up to 3 as well.
Oh, damn.
To match them up with your other followers.
Which I still need to create. Like I have them written down. I just haven't put it in there.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's not a priority that it has to be done by next week's session.
I just want to get like their names, why they're connected to my main character. I probably won't have their characters, like the character sheet, fully made out. But
I have one follower who only has 15, 16s, and 17s as his ability score.
God
It's
damn.
insane. Yeah.
He rolled really well for that guy.
Yeah. I didn't choose him.
Absolute shit.
Yeah. I didn't choose him to be my backup though, because I like the idea of just like an asshole who's good at everything. Just make his way around town.
Inferno's definitely not my backup, I will say that.
Yeah. I will say that the characters that you played for this teaser do not have to be your backups. They will be your followers, so they can be used as contacts by your mains. They may come into play at other points in the game. There actually may be some sessions here and there where we will step in and play some of the other followers at some point. Not quite sure yet how we're going to work that, but it's something I've been thinking about that could come into things.
At some point, we're going to be in the sewers and someone's going to slip on ball bearings.
I will sincerely make sure that happens at some point. Because when you're not playing him, that's probably what he spends his time doing. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working on the sewers, but ball bearings.
What
on fire.
ifs?
Ball bearings on fire.
That's a match made in heaven. It's like peanut butter and chocolate.
No.
Glowing hot ball bearings that after you slip on them, they kind of burn into your skin and you kind of rip them out. Like
Yeah. Has anyone ever been like peppered with hot shot from a shotgun?
No, that's not a normal thing.
Is
Have you ever
that
been shot? You know,
that
as you do
only
when you're
me that's
14?
ever had that happen?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to speak for the group, but yes.
None of you grew up in Louisiana, did you?
I mean,
No,
I've grown up
I
in
played
Jersey,
Roman Candle
so-
Wars. I played Roman Candle Wars during 4th of July.
We've done that. Yeah. No. I'm talking about like when the idiot that you're out hunting with decides to shoot the shotgun straight up, and then the hot bird shot rains back down on you.
Oh, I thought you were going like the Dick Cheney scenario.
Oh no, not quite that bad, but yeah, when you're
I've
out
gone
when you're out bird hunting, and the guy decides to follow the bird and then shoot straight up, and then doesn't realize that when you fire
Gravity
things
is a thing.
in air, gravity, yeah.
Gravity something.
Gravity's
What
a bitch.
happened?
I mean,
Well, I've got
gravity's just a theory, man.
Yeah.
It's just a theory. A game theory.
A little bit off topic, but has anyone here watched American Gods?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I've
No.
read most of the book, but I've not. watched this.
The Vulcan episode is probably the first time I've ever actually seen that actually shown on TV, where the entire town starts firing guns up into the air, and they're all like, "Yeah, we should leave before." And it's like before, and then it all just starts raining back down on top of the cars and things.
Seems like a very unsafe way to, like, boom, Yeah, we're on the clock.
Yep, let's go. Everyone disperse.
Yep.
That's the end of the gathering. Let's all go now.
Hey, I just wanna. No, not
And
now, Tim.
fire.
Yeah.
I just wanna. No, shut the fuck up.
It was an amazing scene though, with the two of them just kind of standing in the middle of it, with all of it just raining down around them. That was. It's a great
Was it the
show.
leprechaun and the
Yeah, it
zombie?
is.
No, it was Wednesday and Vulcan.
Okay.
They were stood having a conversation in the middle of it all raining back down, and Shadow was ducking in the car, hiding from it all.
So
Anyone who's not watched the show, watch it. It is really cool.
I'm not sure when the second season is coming up. Is it next
Second
year?
season's
Soon.
out.
It is. Oh,
didn't it
need
start
to.
like
Well, the second season is being released one episode at a time, and the first
okay,
three or-
yeah.
the first 3 or 4 are out, and it's coming. I think the next episode actually came out tonight,
All right. Yeah, we'll check it out then.
because I got really annoyed because all the stuff said season 2 out now, and then I got there and I started watching it without paying any attention, as you do, and it got 2 episodes in and stopped. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, no, that's not the second season is out. That's the second season has started.
Yeah.
But I've got loads of game ideas out of that show.
Yeah.
Read the book. It's book's pretty darn good as
Yeah.
well.
So,
isn't it Neil Gaiman?
yeah.
That's why it's pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, yeah, you guys can level those followers up to 3. Do you have any questions about your mains or anything that you want to adjust before next week when we actually start playing them?
I'll probably message you during the week.
Can I
So I
have
don't
a
think
rank of
everything right now,
divinity?
No.
Oh, I was gonna ask how if you're using the guild renown system, and if so, does that mean our mains start at guild renown 3?
No, actually, I started messaging a couple people and then didn't get around to messaging everyone. Your mains, because of the storyline and who you are and your level, are actually starting out at guild renown 9.
Oh,
That's like the
So-
second level, and
For
soon.
me,
Well,
No,
it
first
depends
level.
on what guild you're in.
Oh, right.
Every guild has rankings at different points.
That's true.
Some of them have ranks at, like, the Boros have a rank at 3 and a rank at 5 and a rank at 10. Some of them just have ranks at 5
mine
and
are-
10.
yeah, mine is 3, 10, and then we go into special ranks.
Yeah. So yeah, every guild is a little bit different, but you are all starting out at rank 9. So if there are any special ranks lower than 9 that you want to apply for your mains, message me. I know that I already had a conversation with Kim, and his main actually is going to be starting out as a Skyjack.
What's that?
Well, a Wojek is basically a special police officer that kind of works independently and goes on special missions.
Mm-hmm.
A Sky Knight is a knight who is assigned a griffin as a mount,
Oh.
and a Skyjack is a Wojek with a griffin mount. But as I've explained to him, the way that actually works is those are only for specific guild missions. So he will not always have a griffin tagging along with him. The description that I gave him is it's kind of like a patrol officer showing up to work, signing in, and signing out a police car. You only actually have it when you're at work. You don't actually just have it 24/7. But
So-
yes, each of you is rank 9.
yeah, mine's 3, 10, 25, 50.
Could I, considering my character has spent some time in the ISIT laboratories, both as an assistant and like a researcher, could I, if I were to come up with some crazy gadgets and spend starting money, could I make something?
I'll allow a few small things to start with.
Yeah, small things.
Just
I'm not gonna
because-
like an atom
Yeah.
bomb. or something like
Yeah,
that.
you're not running your own lab yet,
No.
but you do have access to the labs.
Yeah.
So message me your ideas, and I'll get back to you on prices. Did I ever give you starting gold?
No, you did not. That's my second
Right.
question. That's
Uh,
I mean, I just used the
background.
gold from the background.
Yeah, same here. So
yeah.
I have
Well, you'll
10
have
GP.
the gold. Sorry, you start out with what?
10. I have 10 GP from the
10
background.
GP.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you each another. Let's say 900 gold.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you get your starting gear plus your starting gold plus 900.
And we can use gold for mundane items.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this for the main character, you mean?
This is for the main characters, yeah.
Right.
So the only thing I've been thinking about changing is if I actually still want to go the levels of Necromancer.
Yeah.
And I was actually hoping to get everyone's opinion on that, what it sounds like to them. Because
Wh-
I'm looking at the benefits
You
I
are
get from it.
Golgari. You are Golgari.
What's the thing?
So.
I'm already a Circle of Spore Druid.
That's
So-
also
It's kind
true.
of necromantic anyway, yeah.
Yeah. But
Not
there
really.
Kind of.
There
It's not,
are benefits from me being a Necromancer. For instance, I have access to Grim Harvest.
It's a
So
good benefit.
it doesn't say that it has to be my wizard spell. It just says one of my spells.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
there's
actually
that.
pretty good. But that depends on how much utility between divine, because you're druid also, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They don't really mesh when it comes to spell
Normally
progression.
they wouldn't. Normally
Yeah.
they wouldn't, but because of
Yeah.
Circle of Spore,
hmm
it allows them to mesh a little bit.
I mean, I would say that build-wise, I might not have gone the best route. I'm more going for flavor. But
Well, that was
I mean,
the thing, is I wanted to do flavor, but then as I thought about it more, I was like, does
Yeah.
this actually work with the flavor? And
Hmm.
it, because also like things like Arcane Recovery, that gives me spell slots, so it doesn't matter what spell I use for said spell slots.
mhm,
I can still use them for that.
that's also true.
It's going to end with me. The build I thought of would end with me with having only 6 levels of wizard. But that's because all the stuff from Druid is more potent than the wizard stuff. And the main wizard thing I would get is my undead from Animate Dead would be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm concerned about is like, so to Dovin, corpses are nutrient. They're commodity. He's very pragmatic about that. You know, the soul is already gone.
Mhm.
You know, if you want proof, just go see the indentured souls that the Orzhov uses. So I'm a little worried that at some point I'll go to raise a body and Kim will just go, no, bad, crack.
It's very possible.
That is my main concern at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, can't be much help there.
I'm also looking at things like, what are the wizard stuff that I would be able to take that I wouldn't be able to take as a druid? Like, for instance, shield. I would still benefit from shield even while using a shield.
Anyone would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would bring my AC from 16 to 20.
21.
21, yeah. Or things like sleep. Or, a lot of the good wizard utility.
I mean, I would say go multi-class just because it's weird, and that would make it fun.
I mean, this is also true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going multi-class because it's weird and it's gonna be fun.
All right. And I think I'll just keep... I might replace the quarterstaff, though, with something else.
I have this great prototype blunderbuss that I would like someone else to try out. A weird
Could've-
goblin made it.
Could have gave it to Inferno.
This guy I know named Styx made this thing that launches ball bearings. I still don't understand his concept of
Yeah,
ball bearings.
exactly.
But
I think his idea is you shoot it once, lose an arm, but it's great. That's like
What
the
are you
spread
gonna-
is great.
what
Yeah,
archetype
that's
are you going to
extra
give
shrapnel.
Styx?
I'm sorry.
What archetype are you going to give Styx?
Artillery. Artillerist. I'm thinking that makes perfect sense.
The replacement for the gun.
Yeah. I
See,
mean,
here's- the
Alchemist
gun
is also...
worked.
Yeah.
The gun
Yeah, the
worked
turret.
for Ravnica.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
the
does.
turret.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but I want to make bombs, man. I want to make bombs.
I mean, Alchemist would work for that.
Yeah, I'll think I need to read up on them and I'll decide.
You can hold on.
Because the Alchemist can make different elemental bombs too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have the Alchemist Fire, the Alchemist Frost, the Alchemist Spark.
Hmm.
Yeah. And is it love, fire, and sparks?
Yeah.
Here's a this is a homebrew sort of revision of the Artificer before Wizards really updated it, and it adds so many like different specializations. Like there's wand, there's wargologist, cannon smith.
Mm.
It really like gadget
shit.
smith, person that focuses on making gadgets. There's wand smith, golem smith, a person who specializes in making golems. Like it takes it and really
I
diversifies
think
it.
we've
because-
actually used this in a game before.
Probably because this seems like it's one of the more
I think Kim might
polished.
have actually played this class before.
Oh, when he was the
Um,
Warforged?
No.
yeah, because there's
I think Edgar.
Hmm.
I think Edgar
Yeah.
might have been this
Yeah,
version of the
the
Artificer.
warsmith. Like
How about this? I'll choose one of the standard ones for now. But if God forbid my main character dies and I'll revisit Styx, maybe me and Casey can talk about it again.
Yeah, I will say that whenever you do have to switch to an alternate character, I won't say if, I'll say whenever you do.
Hey, I have a great track record of not dying. I get other people killed, but I don't die.
Yeah, but Madman, to be fair, the people that you normally got killed are not with us anymore. So
In
the
real
new
life,
people
yeah.
might-
Oh yeah, guys, I'm not talking in the game. I'm talking out of game. I get people killed.
mm,
So this new group might be more resilient, and you might end up being
Oh,
the dead one. this
yeah.
time.
this Illrigger has a very cool ability where I can heal myself,
Yeah.
but my teammates there's a little bit of a equivalent exchange that must happen.
You gotta take like a blood tube into the other guy and then into you, like, hey, give
No.
me some.
I just have to look at you,
Yeah.
and you make a save, and then yeah, that just kind of happens.
Yeah.
There's a bond between
It's
us.
basically a necromantic pull.
Yes, yeah, in
How
a way.
nice.
Yeah, there's so many things that the rigger gets to do that I just can't wait to actually try.
Yeah, having an Illrigger and a Paladin together is going to be great.
Yeah,
And a Necromancer.
And a Necromancer, yeah, a Necromancer Druid, an Illrigger and a Paladin walk into a bar. Yeah.
And they kill everyone. And then themselves. Not each other, themselves.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, good session.
yeah, a bit of a
Yeah.
short session, but a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
it's fun.
And I'm looking forward to next week.
Yep.
Next week's
Next
gonna be
week
fun.
we'll pick up. Basically, 1 week will have elapsed between now and when we pick up next week. So there will have been time for your main characters to speak with these contacts, have an idea what happened. Like I said, you will be aware that, or jury will be aware that Krenko never reached Uzdek. the note will have been deciphered and passed on. And it's really strange right now because I'm looking at a camera and I'm seeing the screen behind your head.
Me?
Hmm?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
From the reflection.
Yeah.
It's a display.
I can see the reflections of all of the cameras behind your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this house, I live with friends. I had a really rough patch a few years back. I haven't fully recovered, so I'm living with a friend's family. And like this house is basically a museum. Like there's a phone booth about
Whoa,
Whoa.
4
cool.
feet to my right.
That's cool. Is it blue? I just gotta check.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, hang on. It's not.
Right there.
It's not focusing.
It's out of focus. I can kind of see it.
Where?
It's out of focus.
Oh.
That right there is a phone booth.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Does it work?
No, there's no landline in the house.
Okay.
If there was a landline, it would work.
Does it have a glowing light on the top that makes sounds and makes it disappear? That's the question.
No, there's no cloister bell, unfortunately.
It's not a real phone booth. It's not. Sorry, it's a phone booth, not a police box. Then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
A police box would be much cooler.
I gotta start to think of inventions here. Like, I'm still in Stick's mindset. I'm thinking like, I'm gonna strap one stick of dynamite to the other one, and then a rocket to it, and then jump on it and have a steering wheel. But my main character wouldn't go on that.
Oh, what's the card? It's the blindfolded goblin. It's from RTR.
Oh God, I know the one you're on about. Yeah,
Like that sticks.
yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
There's a card from RTR.
Return to Ravnica.
Yeah. And it's a goblin. And I don't remember the exact effect. It had something with having a random effect on what it attacked. Because the goblin was blindfolded.
Okay. Right, I need to find it. Blindfolded goblin.
I still think that the Gutter Snipe is one of the best goblin cards ever.
Mm-hmm. Gutter sniper, and then is it burn?
Well,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
actually, I play Gutter Snipes in my counterspell decks.
Oh, oh yeah, that's your. Oh, you wish to do something? Let me counter that, and then you take damage for it.
Yeah. What is it? Wall of Sparks.
Something
It's
like that. Yeah.
1/5 wall that deals 1 damage every time you cast an instant or sorcery. Goblin Electromancer to make your spells cost less every time you cast them, and then Gutter Snipe to deal 2 damage every time you cast. And then every time you counter their spell, they're taking like 3 to 5 damage every time. And then you just keep countering their spells to kill them.
So
It's really annoying.
Madman.
Yeah.
The card is called Goblin Test Pilot. It costs
Okay.
1
Yes.
colorless, a blue, and a red. It's a 0/2 Goblin Wizard with flying. Tap. Goblin Test Pilot deals 2 damage to target creature or player chosen at random.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's gonna be Sticks, but not with a fancy hat. Without the fancy hat. Besides that.
Have you seen the picture of it?
Yeah, now I see it. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna just be him like. And then he's just gonna bail on time. We're like, full. It's gonna be great.
There, yeah.
Oh, I did have one question. What is the
Yeah.
availability of guild charms? The ones
They're all
that can
starting.
be used.
You all start
Well-
with one, don't you?
I know we're starting out with the key rune.
No, have you looked at your each of your folders?
Yes. I have a signet and I have a key rune. A charm is a one-time use. It's a consumable.
Ah, yes. On that, have you looked at the cards that I made for you?
Yes, that I knew. That I saw because I saw that was the
Yeah.
charm text.
You each start out with the guild charm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've used it, then you would need to go back to your guild contact, and if you have done enough work for the guild, they will refresh it.
Okay, cool.
So it's not a guarantee that you will always have it all the time, but you do each start out with it, and once you've used it, it will depend on what you've done to see if you get it back.
I can shoot a lightning bolt. Does that mean that they just charged me up? Like I did a good job. Thanks.
And I will say that the flavor text of jury fits perfectly.
Pain is hard. Bodies.
Oh, the
canvas.
canvas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I didn't get flavor text for everyone, but I got a few.
Well, remember, I made my own, and I just couldn't think of flavor text for Dovin.
Yeah.
I have a hard time
Yep.
staying focused on O, and the brain tends to jump from one to. Did I mention focus?
Yeah. I thought, you know what, that's I think you had something similar to that actually in your background that you gave me, so I just kind of
Yeah, no,
paraphrased.
it's that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Kim actually provided his own. So yeah, should be fun.
Fight fire with fire. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
I'm going to go because now the lack of sleep is finally kicking in.
Yes, so we
Go
will
crash,
call it there
man.
for the night.
I'll be.
And we'll see everyone next week where we will pick up with our names.
Bye
Yep.
bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get y'all
Have a
next
good
week.
one. I'll talk
See
to you
ya.
soon.
Yeah.
See ya.
Later.
Later.